Morning, guys. Terrence, welcome to the channel. We'll do post-game analysis on last night's unfortunate loss against the Phoenix Mercury. Um, that's pretty rough. um, hey, that sounds dead up like from Steph. But anyway, uh, until and what I would like to do eventually, right, is to be able to go live and say have someone do play-by-play during the games, and then I would just be say an analyst, right, kind of breaking it down in between. It's just I don't necessarily have all the equipment at the moment. Hold on, me scan. Oh wait, that may have been a bad joke, but uh, nonetheless, right. Just want to send a huge shout out this morning to everybody who's commented and or shared my videos, and uh, huge thanks to my sponsors uh, and whatnot. And I don't want to forget anything because it'll be short, hopefully, maybe. But yeah, I will put at the end of this video though the box scores from last night's game, right? So at least you guys can, compare those numbers. Box scores don't tell you everything about, the energy the team brought or didn't bring, uh, you know, coaching substitutions, what they were running versus what we were trying to do. And, it's, seems like I always relate one sport to another, right? For example, and in this case, right, is what other coaches uh, what their nightmare was, and they lost sleep over, was the days before or leading up to playing your Tom Brady, your Peyton Mannings, because how do you how do you game plan against those guys, right? Until late in his career, I mean, the only thing that you knew was, try to get pressure up the middle on Brady, but even that was easier said than done. But so that's saying, you know, all that it should say about Caitlin Clark and, uh, what she brings to the table. Wait, did this thing go off? It did, didn't it? Must have the thing. Yeah, and what they have to, how they have to prepare defensively, um, for the Fever. So, so that whole, like I say, you just got to tune it out, with the whole thing as far as, they're better with, without, blah, blah. It's just, they're not, I mean, the people that I guess they want to call analysts, McDougal and some of the other ones. Uh, I mean, it's like, what the fuck game did you ever play? Uh, because what you're saying makes no sense whatsoever. Um, trying to change it. Everybody's always trying to change something, right? And then, of course, there's always this saying that it just takes one person, change the world. But no, it doesn't. Just take one person. It could maybe take one person, like myself, to say that's utterly the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard in my life. Um, and enough people hear it and word spreads, and then everybody realizes that somebody's full of shit. So anyway, yeah. So when she's giving her take, you can't take anything away from, say, Shanae, right? Again, she, played in WNBA. Andrea Carter, she does fine, I think. Sometimes, miswords a few things, but she means well. She had a good college career. McDougal did not. So she decided to graduate with a degree in journalism or reporting. I don't know. Who cares? I'll attach the box score at the end, right? There was one or two things I forgot to mention So I'm adding this in too, right? Is to all the other, smaller, let's say smaller YouTube community that tries to or does, report on, whatever the latest news is, whatever comes out on Twitter or Insto or TikTok, and some of those things, or IG. Well, I don't even, what is it? Um, I would probably embarrass myself if I had any of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like my kids, they're all graduated and grown, uh, and married and moved out and on. But, I'm sure they would be messaging every few minutes, Dad, please stop. Or take all that down, because I would be out there, I don't know, videotaping, hauling the dog around in a wagon on the tractor. That is a real thing, maybe. But there's one person who watches the videos that knows that whether that's true or not. So I don't. One day I may have to just go there, right? And then put the, I don't know, phone clip on the back of the tractor, because she loves riding and wagon. I can't go nowhere. uh, but stack lumber in a pile or whatnot, for say the fire, get a place to get it, the wood ready for winter or whatnot, and I go putting the wood in the pile and she goes taking it out of the pile. She's like a person or a kid. I'm trying to tell her, what are you doing? I just put all of that over there. So all I wanted to add was, is make sure you guys, at John the Liquidator, keep the vision, at Charge the Game, at CDS Sportscast, at Padocast, at Just an Everyday Fan, at keep the vision, Venom Reacts, at golly, Chocolate Plays. I got you right there. Uh, Courtside Junkie 82. Robin Lundberg, Adrian Ross Show. Uh, Stay away from the Whitlocks and other propaganda unless you need to get dumber for some reason. Some of us are just so damn smart that we have to watch those things. Otherwise, you know what I mean? The society would have to put us someplace different because we're just that damn smart. So we have to watch it so we can lose brain cells and get dumber. Somebody must be bush hogging next door because I can hear the freaking thing going. I need to go out there and tell them what's going on. Uh, but that can wait. So yeah, definitely follow those guys, watch their content, and like, subscribe, to their channels and whatnot, because they do a very good job bringing the latest and greatest updates and things that have been reported and stuff like that. Like I say, if it wasn't for them, I don't pay, like I said, I don't pay any attention to the bullshit really. So I'll watch what they're saying, and then like anybody should do, which is they're kind of their own research and see if if it think whatever they were reporting on, well, it wasn't necessarily their fault. It may have been, Scott Agnes is a fucking idiot, and he said something stupid. Well, that wasn't John's fault because Agnes reported it. You know what I'm saying? Agnes just works for the Fever. He's a reporter. You know what I'm saying? If you don't say what they want him to say, he'll lose his job. So he doesn't have a choice. So, should people hate on him because he reports whatever, says whatever he says? Does he believe what he's saying? Fuck no. But there again, that's neither here nor there. I'm just telling you the way it is. you know, uh, they all answer to somebody. Apparently. Supposedly we all do. I'll put the clip on now in a minute.